ironically, I did my best. I used all the wisdom, all the knowledge that I have gathered from the internet to see if we can create a beautiful anime character that's Uchikushi that a left-leaning person would enjoy, right? Like if a furry who is attracted to homoeroticism, like if they would look at the anime character and they would say, you know what, this is not for me, but I allow you to watch it. I promise I will not freak out over it, right? So I did my best. Let's see what I got, because I've marked my results here. The first one was like, you can't like a character that's anime if it looks like a child. It is but a child. Okay, it is but a child. So I was like, okay, fine. Well, if it is but a child, let's put some big fat tits on that. Let's put some big titties on the drawing, and then it is going to be fine, right? Because now it doesn't look like a child. No. Because what if she looks 17? Like, if she looks 17 and 11 months old, it is still but a child. Perfect, let's get the localizers on it. You know, we're going to use an army of well-versed localizers that understand the differences of culture. Like, they know that in Japan 16 is legal, but in the United States they frown on that. So we're going to make all of these characters 18, right? Like, they're now localized for it. No. Still not good enough, because the original intent of that Japanese author was to make her but a child. Okay, you know what? Fine. Right, so in their infinite wisdom, if you're a straight cis-het male, happens to be white, and you see an anime girl with no context whatsoever, and she's got like these big milkers, you know, she's got like the type of body that's to make children rather than be them, you gotta look on Wikipedia. I mean, holy shit, because if you have any type of attraction, like maybe you should call a psychologist, and you're like, oh my god, I feel like I'm attracted to children. Real one? No, the drawings, they come from Japan. They come from the Empire of the Rising Sun. Okay, so, do you know what's the hottest thing, though? Like what I gathered from all of this? Is that even if she is an adult, you're a rape apologist. Because cartoons cannot consent, you fucking bigot. Unless they're furries. Like, if they're furry characters, that seems to be fine, right? Like all of a sudden, like, if you happen to like your homoeroticismus with the furries, that is promoted, you know, like Netflix approved. Probably Amazon is happy with it. Just make sure that is not Uzaki-chan. Listen, okay? These individuals aren't concerned about anime characters. They're anime characters. They're not even photorealistic AI representations. I know, like, some people in the comments, like, oh, V, you say you're for free speech, but look, I'm even allowing the fucking wiggle room for the sake of the argument. They are not photorealistic representations. They don't even look like human beings. They don't have noses, for fuck's sake. Someone likes Poison from Street Fighter V, then they may like trans people in real life. I mean, there are so many examples of people who like Futa, but they're straight in real life. Like, they would never touch a penis. Well, my animator, she's a woman. She's a woman, and she was basically, wow, I like your succubuses, V. Like they're really hot. And I'm like, okay, so are you gay? Are you bisexual? And she's like, no, because real women do not look like anime girls. But the issue is not the issue, okay? Like, these individuals are not concerned over the health of society. They are not trying to make the claim that they are genuinely worried. Like, had they had children, if their neighbor was watching Uzaki-chan, they would be afraid to allow their children to play next to your neighbor's house. That is not the argument. With people from the left, with tourists, the issue is never the issue. They never wanted people to watch anime. That is the issue. Okay? Drawings cannot consent was the argument made in 2016 by people that followed Anita Sarkeesian in regards with Catwoman from Batman Arkham Asylum. Like, these individuals do not like the male gaze. That is the issue. They want you to play Baldur's Gate 3 and enjoy the bear sex scenes. They want you to enjoy the Abby scene from The Last of Us 2. Like literally, Notice how PlayStation doesn't ban these things. Like, PlayStation allows these things. I would guarantee 100% that if Baldur's Gate 3 was drawn in anime style, if you were to have Shadow Moon as an anime girl, that would be banned from the PlayStation 100%. These individuals do not like the anime style because it is beautiful to behold. Look at Netflix Big Mouth. Netflix Big Mouth deals with themes of sexuality with kids that are far younger than any anime girl that I have ever seen. And that one never gets under criticism by the people on Twitter. Because it doesn't cater to the male gaze. That is literally the only thing that they care about. They have decided to wage war on the concept of beauty. They want you to believe that beauty doesn't even exist. They can't even define it. They will say it's subjective, but they seem to know what it is because they try to cancel it time and time again. They are upset that the anime characters look aesthetically pleasing. They are more similar to Greek statues than they are to the things that they want you to like. They want to demoralize the people that are targeted by the shonen genre. If you're part of the shonen genre, they want you to think that there is something inherently wrong with you. They want you to think that you are unhealthy, that you should seek psychological help, and that you should go on forums with people with various flags in their bio where they could be your guide and your shepherds. Like, notice how they don't get upset with the Drag Kids Story Hour nonsense. In fact, they are going to go out of their way to defend that. They think that this is a human right for all the children to benefit from the wisdom of the drag queen as they read that story hour. They are not concerned at all over the health of children. They are not concerned at all over the sanctity of our culture. They are using this almost as a religious fervor. I have seen the most despicable things today. So I'm making this video still on January the 1st, and as you guys know, there was a horrible earthquake in Japan. Now, Japanese people are usually used with earthquakes and tsunamis, but this one was a little bigger. It was 7.2. And I saw leftists cheering over this because it's like, well, these Japanese people with their anime, poisoning the minds of our youth, they have invoked the wrath of God. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but those of you who follow me on Twitter probably know about the type of tweets that I'm talking about. I don't even want to give them the spotlight. I think they got banned because they violated the TOS. But my point is, like they are legitimately racist towards Japanese artists. Like, unironically so. I'm used to seeing racismus coming towards the cisgender, heteronormative white people, but I see it now on Twitter being used against Japanese as well. And it's because they consider them to also be part of bigotrismus, because they do not allow open borders, they do not have the left-leaning policies. Most Japanese people do not accept the Baizu nonsense, right? So it's all about ideology. Again, like, the issue is never the issue with these people. What they want is la revolution. And if they view that someone is stopping them from achieving la revolution, they don't like that, right? So the la revolution is cultural. Like, they want to bombard people with their message that's being stuck into anime, video games, everything, right? Like they do not look at entertainment as entertainment. They look at entertainment as a vehicle to push their message. And what they're noticing is that people are moving away from their vehicles, which happens to be Netflix, Disney, Amazon, right? People are moving away from that and they're going to anime. And I made this point. People are going to anime because anime is just that amazing. People are going to anime simply because there's nothing left to watch. And they don't like that, right? Like, they believe that if anime was co-opted or if people stop watching it, they're going to go and watch their own bullshit. Like, if it wasn't for anime, you'd watch Big Mouth on Netflix, you'd watch all the progressive shit that Disney is churning out. The reality is that if it wasn't for anime, people would just go and watch something else. Or, heaven forbid, they would just go back and play old games. Like, people would go back and play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights. I mean, all the good old games, they're still there. And people can still play them. They just refuse to accept that their vehicles are so shit that people do not enjoy it. Like, no one is going to watch Rings of Power Plus Privilege. No matter how much you force it. No one is going to read the Captain Marvel. No matter how much you push it. And it's not because of anime. Like, you need to stop the cope. It's not because of that. It's simply because... And by the way, people don't watch anime simply because of the tits. Like, the tits are there to attract you. Like, Ozaki-chan, she's in her bathing suit and it's kind of nice. And that is there to attract you to the anime, but then it's the personality that the character has. Like, unironically, modern entertainment simply cannot make feminine characters anymore that are wholesome and sensual. They just can't. And because they can't, they're not relatable. Like no one is looking at these modern characters and thinking, hey, wouldn't it be nice if Tila was my friend, or if I can hang out with her? I wouldn't even play League of Legends with Tila. She's toxic. There's no reason to. And their characters not only look bad, not only behave worse, but they're toxic as well. There's nothing that would convince me ever to like these characters. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.